Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is MrYorkiesWorld. Welcome back to another Ryanair flight. The previous video was a Ryanair flight landing in EGPH all the way in Edinburgh. Today, however, we are flying from Dublin, which is Echo India Delta Whiskey, to I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's Cologne Bonn in Germany, which is the Echo Delta Delta Kilo Airport, is the ICAO code for it. It's going to take approximately an hour and 50 minutes, according to the flight planner. I'm going to try and get it a little bit sooner than that, however. We're going to be taking 15,071 pounds of fuel. And yeah, so this is going to be a really interesting flight. It's the first flight that I've done again in the NGX in a very long while. IRS to nav. We are going to go ahead and switch on the fuel pumps, switch on the APU. ISO valve to auto. I will go ahead and switch the lights on, and the window heat switches and the probe heats. Let's have a look. Right, arm the emergency lights, chime on, seatbelts on, attend. So yeah, just gotta wait for the APU to start up there and get all sorted out. But yeah, so this is the first time, guys, in a while that I am flying with the NGX. I've had a few comments saying, is the 777 the only thing that you fly? The answer to that being, at the moment, it has been, but I'm trying to change that. For some reason, the gate doesn't work here. I don't know why. I'm just going to put the GPSL position in. Anyway, the gate we are setting off from on this flight is, let me just check the chat, is gate 42 is where we're actually sat at right now. We've also got a flight plan set up already, so we'll put that in the co-route. Runway 28 is going to be the departure runway. Activate and execute. Right, let's have a look. Catering vehicles are in position, so we just need to open some doors before we get shouted at. Let's just open the forward and aft on the right hand side, and the left hand side they're already open. The air stairs open as well, because for some reason the jetway doesn't work, and I've no idea why that is. But there we go, you can see the catering coming in. Beautiful, beautiful Ryanair. The actual flight number, this is a real-world flight. The flight number is RYR67MJ, so 67 Mike Juliet, with Ryanair. We're going to be flying at 360 today. Cost index, I just put at 30. 360 was the cruise altitude. Execute that. N1 limit, we're doing a 24k D-rate takeoff with flaps 5. I'm also going to just find out the winds in a second, just so we know what we're doing. Here we go. So, 240 at 14. So we're going to put that into the takeoff ref page on the second page. 240 at 014. Stick that in there. V1, VR and V2. So V2 is 144. We'll go ahead and stick that in when I eventually manage to get active Skynet shut down. There we go. So 144 we said, so there we go. VORs, traffic, data, flight directors, arm the auto throttle, why not? Both sides as ever. We can also set the runway heading, which is going to be 281. There we are. 360, just set the auto brakes to RTO. 360 for the altitude. There we go. And I think that's about it. We're just waiting for the catering to finish off what they're doing at the moment. There we go. Just taking some gorgeous food into the cabin there that's shortly going to be accompanied by a flock of hungry passengers. So in the meantime, we're going to go back into the cockpit here. Arm LNAV, VNAV, sorry. I don't know why LNAV won't arm. It will do when we take off. Don't worry about that. Everything else is set. I'm just going to go to the doors and make sure that they're closed before GSX again starts shouting at me. Fixed page, I'm going to put in the normal 50, 100, 150 mile radius around the destination and the departure airports, just in case we need to make any emergency stops or in case we need to do a go around, etc. It just helps the situation. It's not necessary, but it does help, for me anyway. Boarding requested, we're just waiting for the other services to complete. Next page, there we go. Right, so we're going to put in the departure, which is EIDW. And we'll put in dash 50, dash 100, and dash 150. There we go. So now we've got the departure and the destination airports with 50 miles, 100 miles, and 150 miles rings around them just in case anything goes wrong. We've got a light illuminated. I've no idea what that is. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, let's just have a look. So, I can see that the pressurization needs doing for a start, so we'll sort that out. Boarding's been requested finally. Pressurization, so 360. And let's just have a look at what else needs doing at the moment. GSX, again, is hounding me. The left... What? The left forward, it is open. No, it is wide open. Is the back one? Yes, both. I don't understand what's happening. Right, GSX is throwing a wobbler. Let's just have a look and see if we can close the door and reopen it and see if that helps. I've no idea. It's a forward one, not the back one. Should have realised. Right, that's closing. And now it's asking me to open it again, so we'll open it again. Has that solved the situation? I think it might have. I think we might be okay. Again, that warning light, I'm going to have a look into that in just a second. It will be literally because we're in the pre-flight stage. We're just setting everything up. I do need to transfer the power, but I'll switch on the yaw damper first. Hydraulics can come on. There we go, switch over the power from the APU. What else? I am literally just trying to look at these charts and see... Right, parking brake. Yeah, I always print out a list of things, like a checklist of my own, just to help me set up the aircraft, because obviously I'm still getting used to it now. The trim wants to be set, so there we go. That's about it. That'll do, as long as it's near 5. What else? I'm stuck. I'm absolutely stumped. Looks as if the baggage is done. I think. Can't see any... Yeah, it looks like it looks done, to be honest. But I think what we're waiting for at the moment is just the passengers to actually finish boarding. So what I'll do with you guys, I will literally get back to you as soon as the passengers are on the plane, and then we'll continue the rest of the pre-flight stage. Alright, so here we go. I think everything's finally done. The guy's just getting into his truck, and he's going to take away the little conveyor belt there. Let's go back into the cockpit. Okay, doors can all be closed. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, thank you very much for the support on my 2 previous videos in P3D. I'm really enjoying the comeback, and hopefully I will be learning this aircraft a little bit better as we go along, because obviously it's been a while since I've used it. Again, I don't intend on making this channel into something where I do everything 100% correct and by the book, because that would be boring. This is my world, so I'm going to do it my way. Obviously, I'm not going to be unrealistic. Everything will be done as best as I possibly can, but if I do make mistakes, I do apologise. I'm not a real pilot. I don't intend to be a real pilot. I do this for fun. And although aviation is one of my interests, it's not something that I would want to sit here on a simulator and do 100% correctly. It just adds a little bit of personalisation to it, I think, if you do it your own way. So we're going to be departing tail right, and we're going to be taking off. The runway is right behind us, believe it or not, the departure runway, which is 28. We've already set all that up. 281's the heading for that. We're taking off heading 281. And there's the tug, just about to push us away. And then very shortly we'll be able to get ourselves out of here on this flight, which according to the planner that I've used, it does say 1 hour and 50 minutes. But I've got a funny feeling it's going to be a little bit less than that. It might just be like the 1.5 hours mark we might be able to get. I've no idea. Raining as always. Whenever I do a video it just likes to rain. This is real world weather. Active Sky Next that I'm using. That guy's just stood very weirdly staring at me. Anyway. Right, release the parking brakes. That's all sorted. Start at will. Brilliant. I certainly will do. Right. Engine number 2. Just waiting for it to all spool up before we release some fuel. Already set the altimeter, the auto brakes, RTO and everything like that. There we go. Stick some fuel in. Really excited to see what the weather over in Germany is going to be like, and what it's actually going to look like in terms of scenery. Again, this is I use FTX Europe, is it? FTX Global Base and the Europe packs as well, so obviously Germany will be in that. Going to buy some more eventually, like the US and stuff like that. I'd love to actually fly to Las Vegas again with some actual scenery, some FTX scenery, some Orbex scenery, should I say. It would be pretty epic to see what the difference is compared to my last video landing in Las Vegas, which was in the 777 a while back. I can't even remember where I came from on that flight, but I know I landed in Las Vegas. But nevertheless, it will be interesting to see when I do get round to purchasing that scenery, the Orbex, like US or whatever it's called for over there. Be able to do some more flights, and it'd be pretty cool. Also going to be looking at buying the Aerosoft A320. Is it the A320? Yeah, the Airbus. Really want to learn how to fly Airbuses. Okay, parking brakes on, flaps we're going to set to 5. Nice little wing view. See if you can see the flaps. There we are. I think I might have to turn down the brightness or the bloom or something in the future. A little bit too bright for me, that. Nevertheless. Right, okay, so we can switch the runway turn-offs on the taxi. Whoa, hang on a minute. No, we need to turn that back off. I might just blind the tug there because he's not quite unlocked yet. Anyway, we need to go ahead and configure the rest of the plane for takeoff. So, switch the APU gens off, APU bleed off, left and right packs, and the APU can come off itself. Switch that back to central, engines to continuous. Tend the cabin, don't even know why I'm doing that. Sure everybody knows that we're about to take off. Right, he's out of the way now, so I can again switch on the taxi lights, not a problem. And let's do a quick control check. So, forward and back, looks fine to me. Left and right, looks fine to me. Just been confirmed by GSX, the left and right is clear anyway, so that's fine. We have got some serious bad weather here. Jesus. Have a good trip. Thanks very much, GSX. Right, so, let's begin. I've noticed in the NGX, it's certainly not as fast to start taxiing as it is with the 777. Obviously, with it being a smaller aircraft, a lot of people say it's like driving a race car or something, but to me, it's just like, I don't know whether it's the wind or something blowing me, I have no idea, but it's just a little bit different to that. It's takes a while to get moving, so it might just be my joystick or something. My throttle might not be sensitive enough. But nevertheless, we are going to be going left here. We could go across that runway over there. I don't even know which runway that is actually. That's quite silly of me. I was only studying the charts not so long since, but anyway. We're going to be going left up there. That's the runway that we're going to be crossing over slightly at the very bottom of it. We don't have any traffic on, so I don't have to worry about that. We're going to be taking, as soon as we take off, we're going to be taking a pretty sharp turn to the left. And I'm expecting a little bit of wind as well, so it's pretty bad weather. It's been in the UK and Europe over the past few days, so it wouldn't surprise me if we have some pretty bad weather in this flight. We're going to be taking this right, and then when we go over this particular taxiway, we're going to be bearing left. We could bear right, and that would take us onto the other runway, which we don't want to do because we're not taking off from that. We're taking off from runway 28. And you can see the runway that we're going to turn onto just there. We need to take that left just to get onto it. I should really have a look at the charts just to confirm what runway we're dealing with here, but I am a little bit lazy today. It's quite early in the morning, well for me anyway. It's 10:55 AM to be doing a flight. I'm usually up most of the night, or God knows what, with my 8-month-old son, so we have to make sure, and he's not very well at the moment either, so we have to make sure that he's okay and everything, so we don't really get much sleep think I managed to fall asleep at around 2 this morning. So that is like 8 hours, I suppose, but yeah. I think I need way more than that. Right, okay, so again, the runway that we're going, what is this actually? Don't actually know what it is. I can't read it from there. Anyway, landing lights can come on, and we can also go a little bit further before we turn everything else on and configure everything else. I was going to sort everything out there, but turn the taxi lights off, but we are still taxiing, so. Runway 24 it looks like, I think. But there's no traffic on it, we don't have traffic enabled. Oh no, it's runway 34, I think. My eyes are terrible. Yes, it is, it's 34. Okay, there appears to be a complete disaster here. We don't have any taxi lines on this particular bit of the runway, so it looks like we're going to have to improvise. But anyway, here we go. Okay, so we're lined up on runway 28. Let's go ahead and switch off the taxi lights now. Everything else is sorted, I think. So we can literally go to engines 40%, start the clock. 10:57, just as it changed there. Toga, a warning light, no idea. Everything else looks fine though. I'm sure either something's going to go terribly wrong or something's going to be okay. 70 knots, 80 knots. V1 coming up. Come on, come on, come on. V1. Rotate. Well, I'm having a bit of a problem rotating there, but we got up. There we are. We're up. So 10:57, gear up, positive rate. RTO, or I should say auto brake off, not RTO. It's just been on, not RTO. I am struggling here with a bit of wind, actually. We may have a bit of a problem. But we are very foggy, look at that. Look at the scenery, love the scenery, but we're very cloudy, very rainy, and very, very foggy. I am having some serious problems controlling this aircraft. Jesus. Right, let's turn on the autopilot, let the autopilot sort us out there. Going to make this sharp turn to the left. We really should have just... We could have departed a different way. Like the opposite way. But anyway, we're up. Doesn't matter. We've made it. We're going through the clouds. Nice little wing view. Love doing wing views, but then again, when you get to the stage where you've just taken off, it can be quite vital to make sure you do everything correct. So I don't like to let the wing views last too long. Do apologise. Spam the altitude intervene just to make sure we go to 360. We haven't got any ATC. Flaps up. Should have done that a little bit sooner, actually. Just spam it a few more times. And I do believe we should be okay for a few moments. Look at that. The gorgeous Ryanair 737, and we can't see it because of the fog, but there we go. Nice wing view again. Bit of wing flex. Look at that. This is why I love P3D. This is why I loved FSX. This is why I'm going to possibly be moving to like X-Plane in the future. I've heard that the scenery is a lot better. The night lighting is definitely a lot better, and it's slightly more realistic. But to be honest, I'm content knowing that this particular platform is used to train pilots. That's realistic enough for me. I'm sure X-Plane's fantastic, and I'm sure I'll get round to it eventually. But for now, I've spent a huge amount of money on this, and I don't intend on getting rid of P3D anytime soon. So there we go. So anyways, here we have it. We're up. We've just come through 7,000 feet. We're above the clouds. It's a lot nicer above here. There's not a great deal of bad weather sort of high in the sky. Once you get above the clouds, it doesn't matter anyway. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Again, a real-world flight plan this is. I can't actually remember where I got the flight plan from. I can't even talk today, I do apologise. I will have to link it down in the description because it's a useful website. I always try and do realistic flight plans because in the past I've not really done realistic flight plans, but there we go. But anyways guys, I'm going to leave it here for a bit of cinematic action and I will see you in a little bit. And welcome back guys, we are now established on the ILS. We are landing all the way in Germany. Look at the amazing scenery, I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. So we're lined up at EDDK, runway 32 right is what we're going to be landing at today. Everything's fully captured, looking forward to it. We have got some bad weather. Rain's coming down, we've got clouds. I didn't expect any different, to be honest. It's not a huge distance that we've travelled, so it's not as if we're going to be encountering a massive change in the weather. But I mean, look at this. I really do love the scenery. We're getting there. We're really getting there with this tweaking that I've been doing, trying to get things looking nice. Fully established. Just waiting now to disconnect the autopilot, and look at that. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? The PMDG 737-800 winglets, obviously. Best version in my opinion. With a gorgeous Ryanair livery. Got visual on the runway, it's all looking good. Making a nice steady descent through 15,000 at the moment. Or 1,500 should I say, not 15,000, Jesus. I think we'll be a little bit too high at that point. I'm loving the effects, look at the horizon there. This is from the PTA tool that I spoke about in my previous video. This is Matt Davies' own preset, and it's fantastic. Absolutely loving it. Disconnecting the autopilot now. The aircraft is now mine. I've left on the auto throttle, obviously, just gonna wait and see if I need to manually take over on that, but I shouldn't. It should be okay. I'm gonna continue to go a little bit higher than what the glide slope's telling me to do here, and I'm probably gonna get told off for that. But there we go. Push it down a little bit. That was a bit too rough, actually. I pushed it down a bit too hard there, but no, we're getting there. I'm just trying to keep it level with the diamonds, or the localizer at least. Should be coming up on the minimums very shortly. I'm happy with the way things are looking. The pappies aren't quite saying that I'm doing a good job, but I'm happy with it. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, at this distance away from the runway. It's more sort of visual than it is pappies, to be honest. Let's just try and ease up a little bit. Landing. Looking okay. 3-2 right, here we go. And touchdown, there we go, perfect. Right, let's put some idle reverse in, get us slowed down pretty rapidly. 70 knots, 60 knots now. Going to switch over to manual braking, switch off the auto brake. Flaps are also Going to be on the way up very shortly. Taking up quite a bit of the runway here. Just trying to sort of gauge where we're going to go. The flaps are on the way back. I don't know where we're going to actually park. I might have to get GSX to help me out. Start the APU. Nice wing view. Bit of wing flex there. Love the wing flex. Absolutely love it. It's one of those small little effects that you can look at and you think, you know what, that is pretty nice. Right, so I don't actually know what we're going to be doing here, where we're going to be going. I think I might vacate to the left coming up. Let's just turn off the transponder and everything. I'm going to take this exit here. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is get a follow me vehicle and ask GSX to help us get to the gate, because I've no idea what the best gate is, to be honest. Right. So I'm going to very carefully come to a stop. Again, welcome to Germany. We made it. Dublin to Germany is in the bag. Right, anyway, let's do a bit of cleanup. VORs can come off, traffic and data can come off, flight directors, things like that. Just while we're sat here waiting. Everything else is looking okay, to be honest. Let's just turn that warning off. And I think what I'll do is I'll go a little bit further up here and just ask GSX. Gate B looks like the best option. Yes, we need a follow me car because I've no idea. I'm not too fussed about what style it comes in. Lufthansa, fantastic. Right, so follow me's on its way. Let's turn off the landing lights and the runway turn-offs. Taxi lights can come on. Engines back to normal. Strobe lights, they can go on to steady. Everything else looks okay. I mean, look at that. We're here, we made it. I'm actually in line with the taxiway for a change, with the nose wheel there. Fantastic. Right, where the hell is this follow me car? 'Cause it's taking its time. Let's just turn back the altitude to 0. Speed and everything. We'll put the course back to 0. Oh, 42 seconds away. Brilliant. Stick those back to normal. I think I can see the follow me car right in front. There we go. Coming this way. 20 seconds away apparently. Wants to hurry up because if we had traffic on this runway we'd be a little bit stuffed. People wanted to turn off and we're just waiting here. Oh! Pretty dramatic turn. Right, come on, let's follow him. And now he's stopped. I'm going to run into the back of you unless you move. I probably should turn the taxi light off, but to be honest, I can't be bothered. So I'm just going to leave it on for now. In the meantime, while we're taxiing to this gate, guys, again, I want to thank you all for the support I've received on my channel since coming back to P3D. Welcome to Germany. Welcome to, if I pronounce this right, let me just get it up. Cologne Bonn, or something like that. Or, God knows, I have no idea. Welcome to Germany is what I say. Good old EDDK, if you want to be specific about the ICAO. But yes, so if you're not subscribed already, I noticed that a lot of my videos, believe it or not, only like 11% of the video views that I get are actually from subscribers. So if you like my content and if you've just randomly come across this from elsewhere, then please do support me. Please subscribe to the channel, favourite the video if you really liked it, give me a thumbs up if I did well. And why not comment, you know, let me know what I did right, let me know what I did wrong. Let me know what I could improve on. I'm always down for some constructive criticism on this channel. Also, if you've got any support requests or anything like that, do feel free to contact me or on social media or comment or anything, I'll get back to you and try and help you out with scenery related things, aircraft related things, anything really P3D. I'm not very good with X-Plane at the minute. I've never used it really, only once or twice. That was a numerous years ago, so I can't really help you with that. But anything else, yeah, just inbox me, do whatever you want. If you really want to support me, you could also become a Patreon on my Patreon page. I've got one of those. You can support me from as little as $1 a month, or you could even just go a little bit higher if you wanted to, or indeed you can support me without even paying a penny. You don't have to pay anything. You can just be a Patreon. So if you really wanted to, that is, obviously. I don't ask for money from anybody. It's I see a lot of channels doing that, and to be honest, I couldn't disagree more. If you're going to ask for money, it's a little bit cheeky. To me, it's sort of like a bit needy. You shouldn't really do it. Right, this is going to be fun because I've now got to do a massive turn to the right here, near enough a 90-degree angle. This is not going to end well. My taxiing skills are absolutely atrocious as it is. Without... Oh, here we go. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Not too bad, but that was way too wide. Still used to the 777, guys. Right, anyway, we're going to turn off the taxi light because I don't want to blind anybody. And we've got the marshaller there very kindly guiding us in. Just slow down a little bit. 3, 2, no, we're going a bit too slow. I might have to speed up a little bit. Whoa, we are really going slow at the minute. And there we go. Oh, please cut engines. We got there in the end. Not perfect, but there we go. Right, parking brake is set. Engines are going to be cut off in just a second. Let's just transfer the power first. Engine 1 off, engine 2 off, flaps are up, everything else is sorted. We can attend the cabin. APU bleed can come on. If that's even the right thing to do, I've no idea. But anyway, we are here. Very good parking. Thanks for that, GSX. We're here. Let's just request some deboarding. It's still waving at me. Everything's sorted, really. A deboarding's requested, so we're just waiting now. And here we go. Look at that. The bird has landed. The eagle has landed. Everybody's getting into position. Take all the luggage off for us and everything. Right, okay. So let's open some doors. Air stair as well. I don't know whether there's a gate that actually works, a jetway. No, it's too far away by the looks of it. Anyways, I have opened the right-hand door at the front, and I probably shouldn't have, but I really don't care. There we have it. There we have it indeed. So thank you very much for watching this flight, guys. Really enjoyed making this video. Hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Look out for more videos in the NGX and possibly with the A320 from Aerosoft very shortly as well if I get round to purchasing that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.